Boxing. You're tuning into my channel. Subscribe to that channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning in to my channel. I'm gonna wait and see if some people come live. Some of my regulars and some of my new people that come in all the time when I go live. I just want to thank everybody for all their positive feedback and comments in the comment section of my YouTube channel. Tony also knows boxing. Subscribe to that channel. I am so proud of you guys. Always giving me that positive energy that I always look forward to seeing, because the world is so full of negativity, and I'm so glad, in spite of me always enhancing my horizons and making myself better despite the negativity of the world, I still appreciate the great positive feedback and vibes that I get from my fans and the people that tune into my channel and the future fans, because I know there's plenty of people that tune in, new and old and regular. Like, there's a lot of different people that tune into my channel. Subscribe to the channel. Right now, the WBO just ordered the title fight, 168-pound weight class division between Diego Pacheco versus Hamzah Sheeraz. So that's gonna be the WBO title that they're gonna actually negotiate right now. They're negotiating for the date of February, but there's also a possibility that Hamzah Sheeraz could fight Christian and Billy, which is a great entertaining fighter. And we saw his last fight against the Guatemalan fighter. They were both undefeated, and that fight should be candidate of one of the fights of the year. And yeah, Hamzah Sheeraz has options. He could either fight Christian and Billy for the vacant WBC belt, or he most likely will fight for the WBO, fighting Diego Pacheco. We know that Diego Pacheco for the WBO. We know that Diego Pacheco recently was knocked down in his last fight. I believe it was in the... I'm trying to remember what round he was knocked out. I actually saw the fight for the most part, the majority of the fight, in the clips. And I think he went down in the 11th round or the 8th round. I don't know which round, but I know that he went down, and then when he got up, he actually maintained his composure. And he doesn't have the greatest footwork, Diego Pacheco, but I do like his crisp combinations. But he has to work on his defense because he keeps his hands down a lot. Diego Pacheco does not have great defense, and when he fights inside, he gets careless. But I really like what I see in him as far as entertainment value, Diego Pacheco. But if he's going to go against Hamzah Sheeraz, he needs to step up and polish up his game, his defensive game, because against Hamzah Sheeraz, he's going to have trouble with Hamzah Sheeraz's jab and his technique. He's pretty diversified in his arsenal and in his combinations, Hamzah Sheeraz. So I think that fight right there, I would think that Hamzah Sheeraz will win, but I'm rooting for Diego Pacheco. I would like to see him improve on his defense. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. I don't know if he did that because he underestimated the fighter that he was fighting from Cameroon, Africa, fighting out of France. His name was Kevin Sajo. And Kevin Sajo was undefeated coming into that fight. I think he was 26-0 with 23 KOs coming into the fight. And, you know, we can't be too hard on Diego Pacheco for going down against a power hitter like that. He would have gave Hamzah Sheeraz problems too, I think. But I just believe that Hamzah Sheeraz is levels above Diego Pacheco as far as the boxing pedigree. He has boxing skills, but we never know. Hopefully he takes that fight serious, Diego Pacheco, and he takes, if he fights Hamzah Sheeraz for the WBO, that's what the WBO ordered right now. They ordered the fight to take place, and they have 20 days to make a decision. If they don't make a decision within 20 days, then the fight is going to go to purse bids. So we don't know exactly when it's going to take place, or if it's going to take place between Hamzah Sheeraz versus Diego Pacheco for the WBO vacant title in the 168-pound division. He might fight Christian and Billy for the vacant WBC. So we don't know, but they're both great options. And if he was to fight Christian and Billy, Hamzah Sheeraz, that's a 50-50 fight. I think that is an entertaining and very intriguing matchup. And I believe the Diego Pacheco matchup also is intriguing, but I just feel that just because he got knocked down by a power hitter doesn't mean that it's not a knock on him. He fought against Kevin Saggio, who was 26 and 1, no, 26 and 0 with 23 knockouts before he lost. Now he's 27 and 1 with 23 knockouts. So yes, it says a lot about his defense. Like, he's careless, Diego Pacheco, when it comes to his defense. So I think that if I was to, if I had my back against the wall and had to make a choice between Diego Pacheco and Hamzah Sheeraz, I would go for Hamzah Sheeraz by either unanimous decision or by knockdown, or maybe like majority decision or unanimous decision. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. Subscribe to the channel. Now I want to go into the Subriel Matias debacle. Do you think that Subriel Matias is distracted by the things that are going on about his the accusations of him being guilty when he was innocent? Because I know that he was innocent based on everything that was proven, and now he's able to fight. But he's always doing an interview talking about his innocence a lot. So as long as he's training in between those interviews, he's training hard, I don't see it being an issue. But if he's doing interview after interview and he's not training while he's doing that, then that's an issue that may it could be a distraction. But I don't think that Subriel Matias is distracted by all this. I think this is motivating him. Let me see who's tuning into my channel. At Nabel, let me read this right. At Nabel Asempa 4893 said hi. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. I appreciate you tuning in. Everybody that tunes into my channel is family. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing, where you get the truth, the unadulterated truth, unholds barred. And do you guys believe that Subriel Matias is distracted by all the negative publicity from the mainstream media that's trying to, bring him down and trying to take his focus away? When they prematurely reported everything, they should have gave all the information before they actually said anything about the first results of the test, the A test, the A urine results. They should have actually did everything, waited and did everything all in conjunction and put all the information out, so that way there would be no misunderstanding. So I feel that they did that for a publicity stunt to actually make Subriel Matias look bad. The mainstream media doesn't want a Puerto Rican boxer with a Puerto Rican boxing promotion to succeed the way they have against Matchroom, which nobody expected that to happen. So yes, I said it numerous times before that yes, First Production Boxing of Puerto Rico is the first boxing promotion from Puerto Rico that beat a so-called elite boxing promotion like Matchroom, and they're the first boxing promotion from Puerto Rico to take boxing out of Puerto Rico and bring it to the States in Brooklyn, New York, Barclays Center, United States to be exact. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. I don't believe that Subriel Matias is distracted, but I'm hoping that he's not, because he's doing a lot of interviews defending his innocence and protecting his innocence, defending his innocence, speaking out against all those people that are talking bad about him, about his blood results, about his urine results, when they should have actually reported both blood results, not just one, not the negative one, like Mike Coppinger did. So yeah, I've been over this over and over, saying the same thing, and a lot of people are going over this, but I feel that all this these attacks on Subriel Matias is blatant and intentional. I believe that they are intentionally targeting Subriel Matias because Subriel Matias is a Puerto Rican boxer with a boxing promotion from Puerto Rico that did everything independently and was successful and is successful doing it independently, and was successful in outbidding the purse bid of Eddie Hearn's Matchroom. So yes, I believe that they were hoping that that the Subriel Matias got stripped of his belt and they could fight another fighter, a much easier opponent. Eddie Hearn seemed like he was hell bent on getting Subriel Matias punished, when Subriel Matias was innocent and he only had a minimal amount, and it was contamination. And he's saying that 90% of the time the boxers test guilty for ostarine, they're guilty, and 10% of the times when they test negative when it tests positive, they are not guilty. That's what he said. So I believe Subriel Matias is innocent. In all the fights that he's had, he's never tested negative, never tested positive for aspirin or any kind of drugs. He's always been clean. In the 10 years of his boxing career, he's always been clean, and he's never tested positive. So that says a lot about his integrity and who Subriel Matias is, and he's a clean fighter, and they just trying to like take away his focus. Yes. Blitz Leon 26 YT 50 said hi. Thanks for tuning into my channel, Blitz Leon 26 YT 50. I appreciate you tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. This is where you get the truth and the no holds barred, unadulterated facts. Yes. Lourdes Rivera 9913. I saw his trainer talking last night, and Subriel is furious at Dalton's team, and he says that Dalton va pagar los platos rotos. So basically, translation from what Lourdes Rivera said, 9913. Thanks for tuning in, by the way, Lourdes Rivera. I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel, everybody. She says at the end that Subriel Matias said that Dalton's team, they're all going to pay for the broken plates of what they did, the bad negative comments that they said. And Lourdes Rivera said, I saw his training last night, and Subriel is furious at Dalton's team, and he says, Subriel Matias, that is, that Dalton is going to pay for the broken plates. So yeah, he's really angry and adamant about what Dalton's team did, and he wants to take it out on Dalton Smith. So it is possible that they threw a lot of smear campaigns on the negative publicity, and they jumped on the bandwagon and heightened it up a little bit more, but with the negative comments. So I believe they purposely did that because they want to like undermine Subriel Matias as a Puerto Rican boxing champion who was a WBC champion, and he got to do everything on his terms independently with Fresh Production Boxing of Puerto Rico, of Juan Urango, which they didn't like that because now they don't make no money from the event. They don't make the money. The one that makes the most money is Subriel Matias and the promotion of Fresh Production Boxing of Puerto Rico. Yeah. Thanks for tuning into the channel, Lourdes Rivera 9913. I appreciate all the love and support. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. So yeah, I see Subriel Matias doing a lot of interviews, just like really like venting on the fact that they've been saying so much negative things about him, the people that don't want him to prevail, like like the mainstream, like Pro Box TV, whatever his name is, Chris Algieri. I don't think he's important at all. I think he's a loser. His career never amounted up to nothing. He doesn't have any great victories, or he only defended his belt. No, he only fought one time for the belt. He lost to the Russian guy, Provadenkov, and I think they gave him the gift decision with Provadenkov, and he really should have lost that fight. And then he moved up in weight and defended against Pacquiao, where he lost brutally. Got beat down by Manny Pacquiao. So he didn't do anything honorable. He never defended his belt with honor or dignity. He never did anything special in boxing. So I think he's jealous. Chris Algieri is jealous of Subriel Matias because Subriel Matias is way better than him. And Subriel Matias, if he was one-dimensional, like Chris Algieri says, he wouldn't have beaten Alberto Puello. So he proved a lot of people wrong with that. He does have deceptive defense. And he can be work on defense even more if he wants to. So I believe that he's gonna actually be more focused and more determined to finish Dalton Smith. But it's a good fight. I think it's a good fight, and Dalton Smith has not been proven. He hasn't fought anybody of note. He doesn't deserve to be in this position. He only got in this position because of Eddie Hearns, his promoter. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Subriel Matias is distracted with all the interviews that he's talking about his innocence? Well, I feel like if he's working out in between those interviews, if he's working out really hard and he's just doing those interviews whenever he's finished training really hard and diligently, it's not a problem. It's not an issue. I just think he's doing the right thing by putting out the positive energy and the things that are true, that he's an innocent of any legal substances whatsoever, and in his 10-year career, he's never tested positive for any illegal substance. So that says a lot about his character and his innocence. Yeah, okay, Lourdes Rivera 9913 says, interesting how Algeria was defending Ryan when he tested positive, but then was all over Subriel. No credibility. He's a hypocrite. And I think he's probably racist. He's probably racist. Like for him to say when Subriel Matias didn't even test nearly as high as Ryan Garcia, very, very low amounts, 0.85. So then he's going to be having a double standard because Ryan Garcia is the fighter that he likes. He's accepted by the mainstream. So that's the reason why, he's actually not saying nothing about him. But then when it comes to Subriel Matias, since he's Puerto Rican, he's racist, and he doesn't want to give him credit for being innocent. He doesn't want to say anything bad about Ryan Garcia, but he wants to talk bad about Subriel Matias. It shows how biased he is and how jealous he is and how racist he might be. He might be racist. Come on, he might be racist. Why is he overemphasizing on Subriel Matias about the person that Dadashev that died in the ring when he fought him, like trying to make him seem like he intentionally did that to Dadashev. No, Dadashev went inside the ring with pre-existing conditions, and when he got in the ring with Subriel Matias, since they didn't stop the fight soon enough, whatever pre-existing conditions he had, it just worsened. And that's what made him actually lose his life and die in the ring. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. Subscribe to my channel. What do you guys think about the Subriel Matias debacle? Do you think that he's distracted with all these interviews? He's defending his innocence. I think he's more focused. And as long as he's training in between the interviews and training hard and diligent, I don't think there's an issue. And it's only right that he defends his innocence. It's only right. And he's going to take it out on Dalton Smith and his team. Yes, I truly believe he's more focused because of it, because of the circumstances. Yes, subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. I'm going to interview, I almost forgot to mention, I'm going to interview Abisal Cotto. He spoke to me. He actually sent me a message and said he's going to give me exclusive information, but I can't share the exclusive information, but he's going to give me the exclusive information. But in the interview, I'm not going to talk about that yet until he confirms it, and then I'll confirm it later. But he's going to give me a date when he's going to fight next year. So he said I was going to be the first one to get the information and the first one to be interviewed. So I really appreciate that, brother Abisal Cotto. He's going to be the future champion of the 130 weight class division in Puerto Rico, and he's going to prove to everybody why Puerto Rico is a force to be reckoned with. It's not that he needs to prove it. We've already proven that already with all the elite champions that we have. So he's just going to be reiterating just how great Puerto Rican boxers are, and when they become champions, how much of a force to be reckoned with they will be with the right promotion and the right support and the right fan base. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. I'm going to interview Abisal Cotto the day after New Year's. I'm going to interview him Thursday, God willing. Yes, Abisal Cotto. Check out my interviews that I did previously in my channel with Abisal Cotto, Yanquier Rivera, Joey Borrero, Felix Tito Trinidad's nephew, Malik Quinones, Abisal Cotto, and many more. Stephanie Pinheiro, too. I got interviews with her, too. So check them out. They're all in Spanish for my Puerto Rican boxing fans that speak Spanish only. I want to cater to everybody, English and Spanish. All right, let me read the comments. Lourdes Rivera, the best was when he said that Ryan was innocent because he was a natural puncher. Oh my God, that guy, Chris Algieri, he's on crack, man. There's something wrong with his brain. He's a jealous, envious person. He's never accomplished anything in his boxing career. So of course he's gonna talk bad about Subriel Matias and do a smear campaign. But I don't like to waste time on losers like Chris Algieri. He's just holding on to whatever he has in his career. Okay, because his boxing career sucked. All right, at Clay Punk, hey, have you seen Ryan the Bruiser Raziki ranked 7th in cruiserweight? Just wondering what you think. Oh, okay, I'm gonna check him out. Ryan the Bruiser Raziki. He's from the Ukraine. Is he from Russia? Sounds like Ukrainian or Russian. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. I'm gonna check him out. Ryan the Bruiser Raziki. Ranked number 7 in the cruiserweight. Just wondering what you think. Thanks for asking, my brother. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to check him out. I'm going to look him up, all right? Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. Yes, where you get the truth and only the brave and the knowledgeable come to my channel and subscribe to my channel and click like to my channel, because they're brave and they want to be informed and they love the truth and they're not afraid of the truth. They don't circumvent the truth like a lot of hypocrites do. They circumvent the truth and avoid my channel because they're afraid of the truth and the liberation they're going to get from receiving the knowledgeable information that I provide with the truthful facts. Not clickbait, is real bait. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. So I'm gonna have to drink some water. I'm gonna let you know. Ryan the Bruiser Rosicky, send me a comment on my channel when I finish the live, and I will get back to you. He's ranked number 7, the cruiserweight. I will let you know what I think about him. Just send me a comment on my channel, and so that way I can remember, because I have a lot of things on my plate. So let me know. Subscribe to my channel, Clay Punk. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate the question that you asked me. Just mention the boxer in my comments when I finish the live, so that way I can remember and I can go back to that fighter and give you a video about him. All right? Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. I gotta go. Rosicky, he's 21-1 with one draw. What's his knockout percentage? Let me know his knockout. Just send me the comments on my commentary section when I'm done with the video, so I can get back to that. I don't want to ignore your question. I want to actually come back with some information on what I think about the fighter, Clay Punk. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. Tony also knows boxing. You're tuning into my channel. I'm gonna interview Abisael Cotto from Puerto Rico. Caimito. He's 10-0 with 9 KOs in the 130 weight class division from Puerto Rico. He is gonna be a force to be reckoned with. He's gonna fight next year. He's gonna give me a date and he's gonna give me the opponent, but I can't give the information on the opponent right away. But he's gonna give me a date. I'm gonna have that information for myself, and then later on I can give you the actual opponent that he's gonna have once it's confirmed with his team. Subscribe to the channel. Tony also knows boxing. Peace.